Comedy stars today paid tribute to Sir Ken Dodd after he died aged 90. The legend, famous for his stand-up shows, Tickling Sticks and Diddy Men, died on Sunday just 2 days after marring his partner of 40 years Ann Jones. He died in the home where he was born in Knightsbridge, Liverpool, with his wife by his bedside. Comedy stars shared an outpouring of grief following the news of this death. Actor John Shalley, who played Boycie in comedy television series Only Fools and Horses, tweeted, "So sorry to hear we have lost Ken Dodd. Met him once and I've never forgotten it. God bless." Fellow Liverpudlian Claire Sweeney described Sir Ken as a legend and an inspiration. The television personality shared some photos of the comedian's 90th birthday party on Twitter, saying, "Rip Sir Ken Dodd. Legend and an inspiration. I have a lot to thank you for. I was thrilled you had the best birthday party in Liverpool before you left us. Your city, friends, family and show business will miss you terribly." Dara O'Brien said he was so happy he had the chance to meet Sir Ken. The Irish comedian, known for hosting panel shows such as Mock the Week, said on Twitter, Ken Dodd has died. So happy I got to meet him once, and more importantly, saw him do one of his incredible 5-hour shows. He was an education to watch, and afterwards, at 1:30 a.m., he had beers with me in the dressing room and talked showbiz. Privilege, and a loss. Rip. English comedian and actor Ken Dodd in 1966. Ken Dodd during rehearsals at the London Palladium in 1990. Veteran entertainer Sir Ken Dodd at Buckingham Palace in 2017 after he was made a Knight Bachelor of the British Empire by the Duke of Cambridge in recognition of a career in entertainment lasting more than 60 years, and for his charity work. Ken Dodd, 35-year-old self-styled squire of Knightsbridge, near Liverpool, gives London a sample of his humour in 1965. He starred in his first West End season in Doddie's Here at the London Palladium. Ken turned professional in 1954 after becoming well-known in club and cabaret on Merseyside. Comedian Ken Dodd with his award for Show Business Personality of the Year 1966 presented to him at the Variety Club's luncheon at the Savoy Hotel, London. He received the award for his record-breaking season at the London Palladium and his #1 disc Tears, as well as his success in the Royal Variety Show. Comedian Ken Dodd poses with his half-finished wax effigy at Madame Tussauds exhibition in Marylebone, London, 1966. Entertainer Ken Dodd Centre, with his Diddy Men, appearing in the Ken Dodd Spectacular, 1973, at the Opera House, in Manchester. Ken Dodd with a oil-on-canvas portrait of himself entitled, Ken Dodd. Entertainer, by Wiltshire artist David Cobley in 2005. The Prince of Wales meeting Ken Dodd backstage at the London Coliseum Theatre in 2006 after the Royal Variety performance. Ken Dodd in the show, Rocking with Laughter, at the Hippodrome, Blackpool, 1957. Sir Ken Dodd in the press room at the National Television Awards 2017, held at the O2 Arena. Sir Ken Dodd meets a leopard at Bristol Zoo in 1957. Comedy legend Sir Ken Dodd announcing his 8-week series of his show, Doddie's Music Box, on ABC television in 1967. The Queen talks with Liverpool comedian Ken Dodd when the stars were presented at the Royal Variety performance at the London Palladium in 1965. Ken Dodd poses backstage with the Bluebell Girls during a rehearsal for the show, Doddie's Here Again, at the London Palladium in 1976. Sir Ken Dodd with Margaret Thatcher in 1980. Comedy legend Sir Ken Dodd, with his partner Ann Jones at Buckingham Palace, London, after he was made a Knight Bachelor of the British Empire by the Duke of Cambridge in 2017. Sir Ken Dodd leaves Liverpool Heart and Chest Hospital on the 27th of February 2018, where he had been treated for a severe chest infection. Comedian Gary Delaney made reference to Sir Ken's long stand-up shows as he paid tribute on Twitter. He wrote, "Rip Sir Ken Dodd. One of the all-time greats." The funeral will be held on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and most of Saturday, publicist Robert Holmes said on Monday. "To my mind, he was one of the last music hall greats. There is no one else that comes close. He passed away in the home that he was born in over 90 years ago. He's never lived anywhere else. It's absolutely amazing. With Ken gone, the lights have been turned out in the world of variety. He was a comedy legend and a genius." He said of his marriage, he asked Anne if she wanted to marry. They got the registrar and were married in the house on Friday. He died 2 days later on Mother's Day. Anne is obviously very upset. They had been together for 40 years. It's a love story to beat them all. Sir Ken, known for his unruly hair and teeth, performed his very last show just months ago, at the auditorium in the Liverpool Echo Arena, in his native city, on December 28. But all 2018 dates had to be cancelled due to his illness and subsequent hospital stay. Comedy legend Sir Ken Dodd dies, aged 90, brandishing a tickling stick and greeted by his Diddy men. The star had vowed to carry on with his hilarious comedy when he left hospital last month. "I'm going to teach my legs how to work again. They've forgotten, you know, and once I've recovered myself I'll get back to doing the job, which is the only job I've ever had," he said at the time. "While I was in here, I wrote some new jokes, so it should be alright.